thus have I heard. At one time the Buddha was staying in the Jodo Grove Monastery of Anathapindada's garden, at Sravasti, together with a large assembly of 1250 monks, who were all great arhats, well known to the people. Among them were great disciples, such as the elders Sariputra, Mahamudlayana, Makassiyapa, Mahakatyayana, Mahakasthila, Rivata, Sudapanthaka, Nanda, Ananda, Rahula, Gavampati, Pindalabharadvaja, Kaladayam, Mahakapina, Vakula, and Aniruddha. He was also accompanied by many Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, such as Dharma Prince Manjusri, Bodhisattva Jita, Bodhisattva Sweet-Smelling Elephant, and Bodhisattva Constant Endeavor, and by innumerable devas, including Sakra, Lord of the Gods, and many others. The Buddha then said to Elder Sariputra, "If you travel westward from here, passing 100,000 kotas of Buddha lands, you will come to the land called Utmost Bliss, where there is a Buddha named Amitayus. He is living there now, teaching the Dharma." Sariputra: "Why is that land called Utmost Bliss? The beings in that land suffer no pain, but only enjoy pleasures of various kinds. For this reason, that land is called Utmost Bliss." Again. Sariputra: "In the land of Utmost Bliss there are 7 rows of balustrades, 7 rows of decorative nets, and 7 rows of trees. They are all made of 4 kinds of jewels, and extend over the whole land, encompassing everything. For this reason, that land is called Utmost Bliss." Again. Sariputra: "In the land of Utmost Bliss, there are 7 jeweled ponds, filled with water possessing the 8 excellent qualities. The beds of the ponds are covered solely with gold sand, and from the 4 sides of each bed rise stairs of gold, silver, beryl, and crystal. Above these stand pavilions adorned with gold, silver, beryl, crystal, sapphire, rosy pearls, and cornelian. In the ponds are lotuses as large as chariot wheels, the blue ones radiating a blue light, the yellow a yellow light, the red a red light, and the white a white light. They are marvelous and beautiful, fragrant and pure." Sariputra: "The land of Utmost Bliss is filled with such splendid adornments." Again. Sariputra: "In that Buddha land heavenly music is played continually. The ground is made of gold. 6 times during the day and night mandarava flowers rain down from the sky. Every day, in the serenity of early morning, the people of that land fill the hems of their robes with exquisite flowers, and go to make offerings to 100,000 kotas of Buddhas, dwelling in the worlds of all the other directions. Then they return to the Pure Land for their morning meal. After the meal they enjoy a stroll." Sariputra: "The land of Utmost Bliss is filled with such splendid adornments." Again. Sariputra: "In that land there are always many kinds of rare and beautiful birds of various colors, such as white geese, peacocks, parrots, saris, kalavinkas, and jivamjivakas. 6 times during the day and night birds sing with melodious and delicate sounds, which proclaim such teachings as the 5 roots of good, the 5 powers, the 7 practices leading to enlightenment, and the Noble Eightfold Path. On hearing them, all the people of that land become mindful of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha." But, Sariputra, you should not assume that these birds are born as retribution for evil karma. The reason is that none of the 3 evil realms exists in the Buddha land. Sariputra: "Even the names of the 3 evil realms do not exist there. How much less the realms themselves? These birds are manifested by Amitayus so that their singing can proclaim and spread the Dharma. In that Buddha land, Sariputra, when soft breezes waft through the rows of jewel trees and jeweled nets, they produce subtle, wonderful sounds. It is as if 100,000 musical instruments were playing together. Everyone who hears the sounds, spontaneously becomes mindful of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Sariputra. That Buddha land is filled with such splendid adornments. For what reason, Sariputra, do you think that Buddha is called Amitabha? Sariputra. The Buddha's light shines boundlessly, and without hindrance over all the worlds of the 10 directions. It is for this reason that he is called Amitabha. Again. Sariputra. The lives of the Buddha, and the people of his land, last for innumerable, unlimited, and incalculable kalpas. It is for this reason that the Buddha is called Amitayus. Sariputra. 10 kalpas have passed since Amitayus attained enlightenment. Moreover, Sariputra. He has an immeasurable and unlimited number of Sravaka disciples, all of them arhats, whose number cannot be reckoned by any means. His assembly of bodhisattvas is similarly vast. Sariputra. That Buddha land is filled with such splendid adornments. Again. Sariputra. All sentient beings born in the land of utmost bliss, dwell in the stage of non-retrogression. Many of them are in the stage of becoming a Buddha after one more life. Their number is so great, that it is beyond reckoning. It can only be described as innumerable, unlimited, and incalculable. Sariputra. Those sentient beings who hear of that land, should aspire to be born there. Why? Because they will be able to meet such sages of supreme virtue. Sariputra. One cannot attain birth in that land, with few roots of good, or a small store of merit. Sariputra. If a good man or woman who hears of Amitayus, holds fast to his name even for 1 day, 2 days, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 days with a concentrated, and undistracted mind, then, at the hour of death, Amitayus will appear with a host of holy ones. Consequently, when their life comes to an end, the aspirants' minds will not fall into confusion, and so they will be born immediately in the land of utmost bliss of Amitayus. Sariputra. Perceiving these benefits, I say, all sentient beings who hear this teaching should aspire to birth in that land. Sariputra. Just as I praise the inconceivable virtue of Amitayus, so do the Buddhas in the eastern direction, as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River, such as Aksaibhya Buddha, Maradvaja Buddha, Mahamaru Buddha, Maruprabhasa Buddha, and Manjusvara Buddha. While dwelling in their own lands, they extend their long, broad tongues, and, encompassing with them the universe, of 1,000,000,000 worlds, pronounce these words of truth. Sentient beings should accept this sutra entitled, Praise of the Inconceivable Virtue, and Protection by all Buddhas. Sariputra. There are in the southern direction Buddhas, as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River, such as Kandrashriya Pratapa Buddha, Yasasprabha Buddha, Maharsiskanda Buddha, Marapratapa Buddha, and Anadavirya Buddha. While dwelling in their own lands, they extend their long, broad tongues and, encompassing with them the universe, of 1,000,000,000 worlds, pronounce these words of truth. Sentient beings should accept this sutra entitled, Praise of the Inconceivable Virtue and Protection by all Buddhas. Sariputra. There are in the western direction Buddhas, as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River, such as Amitayus Buddha, Amida Buddha, Amitadvaja Buddha, Mahaprabha Buddha, Mahaprabhasa Buddha, Ratnakita Buddha, and Sudarasmi Prabha Buddha. While dwelling in their own lands, they extend their long, broad tongues and, encompassing with them the universe, of 1,000,000,000 worlds, pronounce these words of truth. Sentient beings should accept this sutra entitled, Praise of the Inconceivable Virtue and Protection by all Buddhas. Sariputra. There are in the northern direction Buddhas as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River, such as Arkaskanda Buddha, Vaisvanaranagosa Buddha, Duspradarsa Buddha, Adityasambhava Buddha, and Jalina Prabha Buddha. While dwelling in their own lands, they extend their long, broad tongues and, encompassing with them the universe, of 1,000 million worlds, pronounce these words of truth. Sentient beings should accept this sutra entitled, Praise of the Inconceivable Virtue and Protection by all Buddhas. Sariputra. There are in the Nader Buddhas, as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River, such as Simha Buddha, Yasas Buddha, Yasasprabhasa Buddha, Dharma Buddha, Dharmadvaja Buddha, and Dharmadhara Buddha. While dwelling in their own lands, they extend their long, broad tongues and, encompassing with them the universe, of 1,000 million worlds, pronounce these words of truth. Sentient beings should accept this sutra entitled, Praise of the Inconceivable Virtue and Protection by all Buddhas. Sariputra. There are in the zenith Buddhas, as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River, such as Brahmagosa Buddha, Nakshatra Buddha, Gandhatama Buddha, Gantaprabhasa Buddha, Maharsiskanda Buddha, Ratnakusuma Sampaspitagatra Buddha, Salandaraja Buddha, Ratnadpalsri Buddha, Sarvarthadarsa Buddha, and Sumarakalpa Buddha. While dwelling in their own lands they extend their long, broad tongues and, encompassing with them the universe, of 1,000 million worlds, pronounce these words of truth. Sentient beings should accept this sutra entitled, Praise of the Inconceivable Virtue and Protection by all Buddhas. Sariputra. Why do you think this teaching is called, the Sutra of Protection by all Buddhas? Sariputra. All good men and women who hear this sutra and hold fast to it, and also those who hear the names of those Buddhas, are protected by all the Buddhas, and dwell in the stage of non-retrogression for realizing highest, perfect enlightenment. This is why, Sariputra, you should accept my words in faith and the teachings of all the Buddhas. Sariputra. Those who have already aspired, now aspire, or in the future, will aspire to be born in the land of Amitayus Buddha. All dwell in the stage of non-retrogression, for realizing highest, perfect enlightenment. They have already been born, are now being born, or, will be born in that land. Hence, Sariputra, good men and women of faith, should aspire to birth there. Sariputra. Just as I now praise the inconceivable virtue of other Buddhas, they also praise my inconceivable virtue, saying, Shakyamuni Buddha, you have accomplished an extremely difficult and unprecedented task. In this Saha world, during the evil period of the 5 defilements, those of time, views, passions, sentient beings, and lifespan, you have attained highest, perfect enlightenment, and, for the sake of sentient beings, have delivered this teaching, which is the most difficult in the world to accept in faith. Sariputra, you must realize that, I have accomplished this difficult task during the period of the 5 defilements. That is to say, having attained highest, perfect enlightenment, I have for the sake of the world, delivered this teaching, which is so hard for people to accept in faith. This is indeed an extremely difficult task. When the Buddha had delivered this sutra, Sariputra, and all the monks, together with beings of the whole world, including devas, humans, and asuras, rejoiced at what they had heard, and reverently accepted it. Having worshipped him, they departed.